of the World is written by H.G. Wells and is a story about a man who witnesses an alien invasion from Mars. Unfortunately, he's never given a name, so I'll simply refer to him as the protagonist. The first sign of a Martian attack is in the small town of Woking in the UK. A large cylindrical object crashes into the ground and a Martian comes out. The citizens wave a white flag to try to communicate with them, but it doesn't work, and the Martian attacks them with a heat ray. The military attempts to attack the Martians, but are easily defeated by the Martians, as they have a much more advanced technology. The protagonist ushers his wife to a nearby town to keep her safe. He then goes back to Woking. There he ends up hiding on a boat, and on this boat he meets another guy who happens to be a priest. Over in London, the man's brother begins helping people to evacuate London, as the Martians are releasing a deadly chemical that looks like a black smoke. Our protagonist and his new friend find food in one of the abandoned houses, and decide to stay there for a while. Unluckily for them, however, a Martian cylinder crashes into the house right next to them, and the Martians begin assembly on some machinery. Both of the men peer through a crack in the wall to see what they're building. However, food begins to run low, and the two men quarrel. Our protagonist then knocks out the other man, and the Martians take away his body. I guess they weren't friends after all. Our protagonist then escapes the house and travels away through the country. He notices a strange red plant on the ground, not native to Earth, and it seems to be dying. In his travels, he finds someone he met at the beginning of the attack. This man shares his plan to save humanity by going and living in the sewers. That sounds a little cliche, but what do I know? Our protagonist then starts making his way towards London, where it seems eerily quiet, till he notices all of the Martians have died, because humanity brought out the big guns and fought back. What? No? That's not what happened? Oh, okay. In the lamest turn of events possible, the Martians have all died due to a bacterial infection, and our protagonist makes it back to his wife. Wow. Way to just spit in my face. I thought we were ramping up to some big, cool ending where they all hid underground or something, where they fought him off. But no, just this. Well, anyway, in case you couldn't tell, I really enjoyed this book. It had an immersive story that kept me guessing and engaged the whole time, until the end. No, all jokes aside, if you like alien invasion stories and are tired of seeing aliens that only know of the United States, then I'd say it's worth a read. But you could just skip the ending. Anyway, goodbye.